Jamie, I think I tried to explain this to Alan last night. There was a libertarian in this race, and Saxby Chambliss still came within just inches of winning it outright with 3 candidates here, which was a big deal. But he had to get the vote out today. This is a big victory for him.
Yeah, and I heard your assessment of George yesterday, and I agreed with it. And I think this was Saxby's to win or to lose, even though in a runoff. And, you know, we in the media, we like to talk about the supermajority. We make a big deal about it. It's not as big a deal. We know there'll be Republicans who will work with Barack Obama, as there will be Democrats who may resist some of what he tries to do.
Go Joe Lieberman.
It's a nice story for us in the media, but honestly, in the end, I think we expected Georgia to go this way, and it has.
Let's look at the last day, though, and I think there's a really interesting dynamic that emerged. And Saxby Chambliss had Governor Palin, 4 separate stops, and who did Jim Martin, the Democratic Senate candidate, have? He wasn't have Barack Obama.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
Now, that's a ludicrous idea.
Yeah, I think of myself as a hip sister, but I don't know that would have been my choice. Look, they pulled out all the rock stars on the GOP side. Now, we had our rock stars down there, too, Clinton, Gore, and others.
Big rock star, and this is the point I want to get to, and I want to ask everybody this question. I'll start with you, though. Is that Barack Obama, now in 1992, interestingly, we had the similar situation. Wyche Fowler and Paul Coverdale in a runoff. Bill Clinton just won the election. He went down into Georgia, and Paul Coverdale, the Republican, won.
Right.
It seems that Barack Obama didn't have the political courage that Bill Clinton had and was not willing to put any political capital on the line.
Disagree. Look, he made the calls. He did the ads.
Come on.
And he's got a country to prepare to run. I think he did what he needed to do.
Bill Clinton had a country to prepare to run.
His focus here, listen, leaders lead in different ways. Barack Obama is extraordinarily focused.
I want to ask Michael
and working on building a bipartisan.
I think he was afraid.
They want to blame Nancy Pelosi for the same principle that George W. Bush and the Republicans and Paulson did for an industry that's much richer than the auto industry.
I think that's exactly right. And where we know there was malfeasance here, there has been none demonstrated. It's very, very easy to look at the personal. Look, I'd like a check, as Michael says, for $25K, too. Nobody's bailing me out. And that's what the American people will say on first thought. But policymakers have to think more broadly. We have to think about the 3 to 5 million jobs that will be lost in the short term. We have to think about jobs in 50 states across this country
for the long term.
tied to this industry.
Thank you all
this
very,
is the
very
backbone
much.
of our economy.
Thanks for being with us.